Installing your Endura flap through a wall. It's important to take a few minutes to read through these instructions from start to finish. It's worth it. If the thought of cutting a hole in your house makes your palms sweaty, no shame in bringing in a pro to handle it. The supplied parts, also known as what's in the box, include the inner frame with a tunnel, the outer frame with the tunnel, a locking cover, an inner wall template, caulking, sheet metal screws, an outer wall transfer template with level end pencil. The tools that you'll need, and hopefully already have, include a measuring tape, safety gear, stud finder, electric drill with a Phillips head and drill bit for the outer wall, drywall knife or other tool for cutting the inside wall, a saw for the outside wall, pick one that works with your wall material, a caulking gun, and a clamp or an extra set of hands can also work here. First, you're going to need to measure your pet. You'll measure your pet and mark the wall 3 inches above their height. It's the sweet spot for lining up the template. Next, we're going to prepare the wall for installation. Find a wall spot with a stud on one side and nothing scary like pipes or wires lurking behind it. Once you've tracked down the stud, cut a little peekaboo hole and check things out with your hands. Better safe than sorry. Make the rough cutout. Line up the template with the stud, level as needed, and tape it down so it doesn't go anywhere. If you don't want to cut into the baseboards, you'll need to adjust the height of the pet door so that you don't have to cut into them. Short-legged or mobility-limited pets may need a step added if you have taller baseboards, especially from the outside. Consider how much your pet will have to step over from both inside and outside the pet door while still allowing clearance over their back. Trace the outline of the template. Once you've got your full template traced, remove it and finish cutting along the lines. If you find insulation inside the wall, pull it out when necessary and don't toss it. You'll need it to fill in any open areas later. This is recommended but optional. Before moving on, add a bottom support stud between the wall studs to help secure the pet door. Pick a piece of lumber that fits your wall thickness and cut it to slide snugly between the studs, usually 14.5 inches, and lock it down with long screws driven in at an angle. Now we're going to mark the drill points for the outer wall. Take the outer wall marking template and place it on the bottom left corner of the tunnel on the outside frame, where it will gently touch the inside of the outer wall. The outside trim frame has the larger tunnel and no flap. From inside the house, slide the outside frame partway into the wall opening until the outer wall template reaches the exterior wall. Using the small hole in the template and the provided pencil, which is located in that template, mark the drill point. Repeat this process for the top right corner. Position the outer wall marking template, align it properly, and mark the spot. Now we're going to drill through the outer wall. Once both points are marked, drill straight through the wall at each location. These holes will guide you when installing the outer frame in the next step. If you use a 1/4 inch drill bit here, the next step will be easier, but any drill bit will work. Now mark where to cut the outer wall. Head outside and line up the outer wall marking template with the holes that you just drilled. Level the jig, then mark its corners on your wall. If you need a little extra help lining things up, stick the drill bit in the hole to use as a pin. This works best with the 1/4 inch drill bit, as I mentioned previously. After marking your 2 corners, grab the cardboard template and line it up with the corners you marked to trace out the cut lines. Then remove the template and get your saw ready for the next step. Now we're going to cut the outer wall opening. Cut the outer wall opening using the appropriate tool for your wall type, whatever it is, stucco, siding, etc. Then take your time cutting along the lines. It's all about accuracy here. Once you have your hole cut, you're going to insert your pet door frames. You're going to slide both frames, inside and outside, into the wall opening and telescope them together until snug against both walls. It is easier to insert the outside trim frame first, and then this is a step where an extra set of hands can be super helpful, or a clamp if you don't have an extra set of hands. If you have a large enough clamp, when you use it to hold the frames together, the clamp itself will also hold the flap open, which will be helpful. Now you're going to secure the frame to the stud. Get the frames leveled and aligned, then grab a helper to gently squeeze them together from both sides of the wall, or use the large clamp, which can also hold those flaps open for you. While maintaining the pressure on the stud side, drive 2 screws through the tunnels where they overlap. Position one screw about 1/3 from the top, and the other one about 1/3 from the bottom. This ensures a snug and secure fit. Repeat on the other side. Even if there's no stud, it will still hold securely. Test your work. Once you have everything secured, you're going to test the flap to ensure smooth operation. It should swing freely in both directions. If the flap catches at all, make adjustments before sealing the frame in the next step. Sealing the frame. To ensure your pet door is weather tight and energy efficient, follow these sealing steps. Seal the interior frame. Apply a bead of silicone caulk between the interior frame and the metal tunnel. Then seal the tunnel seams. Apply a bead of caulk along the seams where the two telescoping metal tunnel sections meet. This will prevent air or water infiltration. Then you're going to seal the exterior frame. On the outside of your home, apply caulk between the exterior frame and the wall. Be sure to seal the top and both sides, but not the bottom. You want that open for water to drain out. Now stand back, let your pet strut through their new pet door, and take all the credit. Well done.